Hello fellow YouTubers, Innovative Solutions here. Today I'm coming up with the solution for the problem with your Ruger 2245 or even the Mark III, I believe, has this issue. With the mainspring housing getting stuck where you can't remove it more than about 3/8 of an inch, and I will show you kind of what I'm talking about. Remove your empty mag there. Should be able to take a paper clip and remove your mainspring housing. Pretty easy, and it should come out. As you can see, this is not moving, not budging at all. So I know a lot of people were having issues with this, and it's just a problem with the assembly. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so normally you would be able, this is the correct way. It should just loosely come out, and after you've discharged your pistol and took the magazine out, it should just be able to come out pretty easy, and then this slide come down. So I'm going to remove this and show you some of the reasons. As you can see, thank you Ruger, and thank you again, got a band-aid here. Not the most easy piece to remove right there, so it can cut you pretty well. There's some sharp edges. Okay, so this is where it goes wrong with the reassembly. You can look inside right there, and the hammer is this piece right here, this complete hammer set that you're seeing sticking up right there. It should not be sticking up during the reassembly. It should be laying in a flat horizontal position. It should be pushed down inside, and you should be able to see straight through your barrel all the way down without it sticking up. So that's the main issue. Then you also have on the underside here part of the hammer assembly, this little piece that drops down that actually fits into your main spring assembly here, your main housing spring. And so if it doesn't go in there properly, then that's an issue. The correction for this is, what you can do is it's a very simple solution. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the proper way. Okay, the solution here is you can just take a rubber mallet. I know what you're thinking, especially after 3 hours of tinkering with it, trying not to destroy your gun. Just take a rubber mallet, squeeze the trigger, and just tap on the back of the bolt right here. Okay. Now what that should do, it should move the hammer forward enough. Now if I eject the magazine here, should have moved it forward enough where I can get my mainspring housing. Obviously it didn't, so we're going to repeat the process. Make sure I'm not denting here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it really only just took 2 simple strikes on it. So now I just want to make sure again that the hammer here, it's silver color, is in a horizontal flat position. I just pushed it down again. Let me see if I can get a good photo of it. It's in a flat position. I'll move it up so you can kind of see it's blocked right there. So I'm going to lay it down with a pin, push it down flat. Okay. I want to make sure that I have the bolt release. This is the proper way. Bolt release down. Slide your pin, your bolt in. There we go. So now that I have that slid in, I'm going to insert. I'm going to hold it down like this. So you go from this position right here, just rotate it down to keep the hammer in the proper position. I'm going to insert an empty magazine into it, okay? And then for the 2245, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, from this position right here, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the bolt in. There we go, okay. So I pushed it back up inside, and then from this point right here, okay, I'm just going to rotate it back this way, okay? Just rotate it back so the gun is more tilted like so, okay? Because you want the other piece of the hammer up inside to fit in between your mainspring housing right here. So from this point, I'm going to go ahead, release my magazine, okay? Released it. I'm going to squeeze the trigger. Go ahead and put the rest of my mainspring housing back up inside. There should be a little bit of tension at the bottom if you've done it correctly. And push it back in. Should go in okay. Now I should be able to put my empty magazine in, like so. If I've done everything correctly, should be able to pull it back like normal. Push down. Squeeze the trigger. Okay, so that was it. Really, if you get the mainspring housing stuck and you can't pull it out, but maybe 3/8 of an inch, all you do is pull the trigger and a little bit of tap on the back with a mallet. You saw I did it twice. It moved the hammer far enough forward where I could get the mainspring housing out, disassemble it, get the hammer in the proper horizontal position. You would think just with a normal gun, just like my Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm, that you would be able to, reassemble it the same way. But no, it's completely different. The reassembly is completely different than the assembly. So I hope this is going to help you, save you some money, save you a lot of time and headache. I took 3 hours to learn this lesson and a couple cut up fingers in order to get this back the way it was. There was a website out there with some photos, but it just wasn't as helpful, and he used some terminology that I wasn't familiar with. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it saves you some trouble. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video. If you comment, I'd love to hear from you, and I'll reply back as soon as possible. Thanks.